just start by what is Pollen. So Pollen is two things: Pollen modules and Pollen protocol. So module is basically, so Lens protocol, I'll come to that later, has a way you can extend the functionality. Basically, Lens protocol is a social media graph. I'll come to that. Social media graph, which is decentralized and user owned. So everything in the Lens protocol is an NFT. Like if you follow somebody, you get an NFT. If you comment, if you post a publication, you get an NFT. So with these NFTs, you have a lot of room for logic in them. So that is what my modules are for. They are for extending the logic in the Lens protocol and for providing standard modules that user would want to use. Basically, like you want to follow gate somebody, like you need to have a certain NFT in order to follow me. That logic can be there. If you want to donate to a charity after you post something, that can be there. So the possibilities are endless, right? So yeah, and the Pollen protocol I mentioned, that's a fork of Lens just for running my modules. So these two are combined Pollen. So let's come to why I'm building this. So my initial idea actually was to create something similar to Lens itself. Like I want to solve the problems of basically token gating, NFT gating, or distributing rewards to your users, because in a decentralized social network, you have these possibilities, but you cannot implement them right now on Lens. So that was my initial idea, and I did build like kind of a 30 to 40% of a mobile app also, but the more I delved deeper into Lens, trying to replicate it, I found out that it will be much more valuable to extend on the currently existing platform with modules, doing the same thing that I would do in the mobile app. So that is why it's a collection of smart contract modules. Yeah, again, why? So you would say like, okay, why do I need these modules? Does this not already exist? Like NFT gating is such a simple thing. Does this not exist? So simple answer is no. And in fact, there is no even standard way to get your modules whitelisted on the Lens protocol. For example, there have been Discord comments regularly, like I have this creative idea for a module, or I want to restrict access to somebody, but all of this feels too much, and there is no standard for modules on the Lens protocol. So yeah, quite a lot of things. So this is where I'm starting. So I've built 7 modules. These are not exhaustive. Like there can be so many more, but my idea is to build kind of like the open Zeppelin for Lens. So anybody who's the user, not just a developer. So Lens protocol currently has 50,000 users, and it's backed by Aave. It's created by Aave, so it has a huge community behind it anyways. So normal users can come to my Open Zeppelin for Lens, and they can just copy the module address and paste it, and they will have the functionality. So for example, if you want to NFT gate, so if you want somebody to like, okay, you need to have this NFT or you need to have all of these NFTs, then you can use this module. And or is basically multiple NFT, or like you need to have either one of all of these NFTs, or in and you need to have all of these NFTs that I set. Profile gated. So Lens protocol has everything as an NFT. So profile IDs are basically the NFT IDs. So you can set that only if you follow these friends of mine who have these profile IDs, you can follow me. Or in the OR version of it, only if you have one of these profile IDs, you can follow me. And reference NFTs. So reference basically means either comment or reposting. So what I've done with the rewards is, if you repost my post, let's say, a creator can set a total reward amount and how many users should be able to benefit from that reward. So the way it works is like, if you're one of the 100 people who have first signed up, or who have first reposted my post, you will get a reward. And exponential, I will come to that later on. I think, yeah. So I'll just show. Yeah, so this is kind of like, I'm trying to build like Open Zeppelin kind of thing. So here I have information about my protocol and deployments. I've deployed it on Goerli for now. Like all of these, half of these are Lens protocol deployments. Actually, because I'm running it as a fork, and the others are my modules here. So yeah, here anybody can, come here, just copy paste the address and find out more about it. There's also source code. So like, for example, the exponential decreasing one. So you can have like the rewards. The first person who reposts my post will get the most reward, and then it will keep decreasing. So that is the purpose of this. And Yeah, so my aim is to build the standard for modules on Lens protocol. It doesn't have to be complex modules, but it has to be standard modules that the protocol will want to whitelist. And so kind of something related to feedback is that I put out this tweet during the Hacker House itself that I'm building this, and I did receive quite a lot of positive feedback. One of them was from the founder of Aave and Lens, who replied that he loves the idea for Open Zeppelin style of module repository that anyone can contribute to, and it's a great way to get distribution. And he also had a suggestion, by the way, that this is actually a crazy suggestion, that you need to have minimum 5 NFTs of my friends in order to follow me back. Now, in my modules, I do have profile gated follows in which you can set who your friends are. But I think what he meant was having a social graph, like the people who are nearest in your circle to follow you. But I think that will be another project. In fact, most of the modules, like apart from the very simple ones, are a project in itself. So yeah, and the future. So I think since nothing like this exists, and I talked to people in the Lens Discord also, and obviously Stani, the founder, also commented that this is kind of needed because Lens launched its mainnet in May, just 2-3 months ago. So it is very new, and I think there is a real need for this. And if you talk about monetization, if I launch the protocol, my fork of Lens, then there are protocol fees, I can do something with it. But the module ecosystem itself, it is pretty free. And it adds value to the community, I think. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Cool idea. What attracted you to the problem?
What attracted me was I was trying to build I was trying to create my own modules. But first of all, there are no YouTube videos on how to create modules for Lens. There is no standard. They have documentation, but there is no standard. You have to understand the core of Lens in order to understand how to even build a simple module, because it's very let's say it's tough, let's say. So that's why I want all these functionalities. I know that people in the future, when there are even more users, will want to be if you own my NFT, then you should be able to follow and something like that. And I want to make this process standardized for developers so that they can come to my GitHub repo. They can just open the pull request and they can have that module included. And when this is battle tested on my protocol, my fork, then this will be proposed to a Lens for whitelisting. So the module goes to my protocol, then through that it goes to Lens protocol for whitelisting, the best ones. Yeah. Thank you.